Okay, hello students. In this video, we will be learning how to write a Java code for respective UI designs for design of a simple calculator. So I'll just minimize. I don't want activity main XML now. I'll be going with main activity Java. If you want, you can open the project folders, or I'll just minimize that also so that I can concentrate on coding part, that is Java. Okay, so first thing that I'll be doing is for every button ID that we have it in XML file, this similarly I should have the Java variables with respect correspondingly with respect to those button IDs. So once we have a main activity extends app compact activity, which means that our main activity itself is a subclass of app compact activity, which is base class. So within that, we will be writing. If you just type capital B, it will give auto suggest you with that. So just type button, or you can also select from that. Click on button there, that is app widget. So from there I need to have the variables with respect to all the buttons that have that. So I have total 17 buttons over an XML part that we have just now seen. So I'll be writing, for my naming convention, I'll just write B0, B1, B2, B3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, B0 to B7, you can continue there itself, but for better understanding, I'm writing in one more line. So here I will write for buttons, that is correspondingly with 4 basic operations, that is button addition, so I will call it as BA, button subtraction BS, button multiplication BM, and button division BD. Okay, so 4 basic operations that has been correspondingly I've created variables. Next I have 3 last buttons which corresponds to button equals, so I will call it as BE, button clear, so BC, and button dot, so that I will call it as BDT, so which tells that dot. So these are the variables that I have created for 17 buttons correspondingly with respect to activity means this 17 buttons. Okay, so once I have created, and I also, if you see there is also one input edit text. So for that also we have to create one variable here. So what I will do, I will create edit text. See, it's coming already there. So I will take that widget edit text, and with respect to that, you can give any name. I'll just give TRES, which means that text result. Okay, this completes our declaration part with respect to our XML design. Why I'm not writing for these 2 text boxes is these 2 are just for only display purpose. Next, once that has been done, okay, we have an onCreate method called which uses super keyword. That means it is using the method of our base class, and it calls onCreate method of saved instances state, which refers to all the instances of our base class. Okay, and here set content view r.layout.activity main. This method will bind this. R stands for reference file, so which connects our this Java file with respect to our XML file. Okay, after this we will write our actual programming. That is, see, we have created buttons, but we have never told on click what to do. So first we have to tell B0 of this is binding with this button, that is B0 that is this button. So how to tell that binding is, we will be doing using the code. So that is nothing but B naught is equal to, which it has to apply, of type button. So capital B, it will auto suggest you button. We have a method called as find view by ID, and which ID with respect to XML I'm binding with B naught, that is nothing but our reference file dot ID, which ID as soon as I press dot, it will automatically come. That is the reason I had named previously in XML code, so that it will be easy for me to refer the XML IDs. So button 0 is here. I'll just press enter. So this will bind or refer to my UML. This button 0 is referring with respect to B naught. Okay, that is how we can call it as. Next, if I click B naught, what should happen? So I am telling B naught, there is a method set on click Nesner. With respect to that, I'll just tell this as a keyword. Okay, so it is Java is throwing some error. So what, let me just click here. If it throws any error, just click on that, single click, and you can just use this auto suggestions. Make main activity implements Android view on click listener. Just click on the second one and click OK. So what's happening? It is telling there was an interface missing for this method. So there was an interface created automatically. Okay. And then public void on click view method also will automatically generate when you auto suggest that error. Okay. That is debug. Next, once you have done with B naught, same thing you have to repeat for all the 17 buttons similarly. Okay, including B naught, I'm telling. So let me complete all the 17 buttons coding. So I have done the same thing every time with respect to all the buttons, that is till 0 I've started with 0 to 9, and addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and last equals dot and button clear. And we also have one edit text that also we need to refer. So how we will refer? TRES, that is Java variable that we have created now, which is equal to, now we are finding with respect to edit text. So I'll click edit text inside that, and next same thing, find view by ID. And which ID am I finding for? R dot ID dot, you can see here all these are completed. I have to go with text input. This ID I am referring with. Okay, and semicolon. Next, see, when I click this, all other buttons, there should be some activity that has to take place. But when I'm pressing, or when I just on click input text, it should not do anything. It should just display my input, what I'm typing, or it should just blink it blank when I click on it. So because of that, we will be setting TRES, that is text result, dot set text method is called for that. So which we will be giving the parameter as just double quotes. So when we click on this, it will just take an empty input, nothing else. Okay. Once we have referred with our Java variables with XML UI IDs, we will be writing now on click of each button what activity or what action should be taken place. So for first, we will be doing with if v dot, that is the object, v dot equals, whether which button have we clicked, we are checking with that. So if v equals is respect to b naught, that is if b naught button is clicked, what I should do next. So if that is v dot equals b naught, I'm telling TRES, that is text input, should get append with 0. That is TRES dot append method with what display text? I'm telling text with 0. What does this mean is, let me go with XML design. So when I just click, not here. Okay, I will explain from here. When I click this 0 button, that 0 should just display on the result. So that is what I'm telling. This should apply same thing for 7, 8, 9, division, 4, 5, 6, star, 1, 2, 3, a subtraction, plus all, till either it is equals or clear. Other than these two buttons, we will do same thing for input text. As and when we click on any other button, it should just append to our input text. So let me do with for all other buttons. So once we have appended all the buttons other than clear and equal, I'll just show you. If v dot equals to b3, append 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and dot also should be appended. If I'm telling 2.5, that point also should be displayed on the input text. So that is why we are writing with respect to that also, plus, minus, star, and division. So other than equals and clear, we have written what should happen when the buttons are clicked. So now we will be writing with respect to equals and clear. So first let me do with clear. If v dot equals is that button is BC, that is clear BC button has been clicked, what will happen when I just click C in a simple calculator? It has to clear my complete input, whatever I have typed. So that is what it has to do. So that is why I'll be writing TRES, that is text result should set text with empty. So for all this button, it has to append. For equals, when I tell it is clear, it should empty the input. So that is what we have done with. Next, we are left out with equals. So that we will write next. If v dot equals of BE, that is button equals, what I have to do? Now, once if I press equals, it has to give me the computed value, display the text on the same input text box. So that is what we are expecting that to do. So let us complete with that. I'll write the code blocks, that is flower brackets. Inside that, I will try with the operations because there might be something like division by 0, a plus b, which I don't give a value. There might be errors. So to catch that errors, we will be writing in try and catch block. So let me add try block. There I'll be writing the string. First, let me type and then I will explain. String data. Data is of type string, which holds whatever there in T result, that is the text input, whatever I have typed and appended. So that I will take using get text method. Once I have taken, I will convert that to string. So converting to string is toString function. So I will put semicolon. So what I have done, I've creating a variable data which takes the whatever there. If I tell 1 plus 2, whole 1 plus 2 will be there in tResult.getText, and that in turn we are converting that to string. Why are we converting that to string is so that we can split the string into required two operands. So I'll just let me show you. If I have typed 1 plus 2 here, I'm converting this to string. So what will happen when I apply a split function with respect to plus, I will have 1 comma 2. I know operator is 2. I know operands is 1 comma 2. So I can do my addition easily. So that is why we are converting our input to string. So what I'm doing here is how to do that, apply the split operation. I don't know which operator that it is. So first let me put it with respect to that. If data, that is whatever the string that I have taken, if data dot contains, that is, first let me start with slash. Okay, if it contains the operator that is slash inside it, what I should do, I'm splitting string, that is, I'm calling, use capital S, string array. Okay, and I will call that array name as operands, which will hold the result of the data dot split of what? I can also give input to split function, that is slash. So I will put semicolon at the end. Next. So what this is telling is, now when I have this string is an array, that name is operands. Operands is an string array which contains the result of data dot split. Data is 1 plus 2, which is a string type. So now operands is an array which holds 1 and 2. Why? Because, sorry, if I take this as slash, okay, so with respect to slash, I'm applying split function. So what it will be having, operands array, it will be having 1 and 2. Continuing with that, see, sometimes intentionally I would have given 1 plus 2 plus 3. So I just need it as a binary operation. So that is why I will check if the operands array is having only 2 elements in it. So I will again check if operands is equal to, sorry, length of that array I'm calling. So length function, length, operands dot length, I'm checking whether it is 2. If that is 2, then my function that is retrieved, I can do it. That is slash division. What I'll be doing is, operands is an array with 1 and 2 as my example tells. I will take that data and put it in two value or two variables of Java. I will call that as, I will declare one double operand 1, which should be assigned with double of parse double. I will tell you what it is. double dot parse double. It is auto suggesting with respect to that. What I should do is take operands 0 at index value. Okay, so what it is telling is when operands is having 1 comma 2, that is it has split with respect to slash, it will be having two values, that is two operands values 1 and 2 as my example tells. So that index operands of 0 is my first operand, operands of 1 is my second operand. So it will be having 1 as my example tells, 1 comma 2. So this one I'm storing it in OP1, that is operand 1. So I told you when I did with it was converted to string. Now I'm converting back to double. So I will take the operand 0 of operands and store it in double OP1, operand 1. Similarly, I will store 2 in operand 2. So for that, it is as simple as this. I will copy the same line and I will paste it. Only difference is I will change this to 2 and it has to take the index 1. Okay. So once that has been done, I have now successfully taken and converted to double, and I have now two operands, and I know there is a slash in between. So that is what I wanted to do. Now I will perform the operation. I will declare one more variable called as result so that I can store the result. So which is equal to what I should do. Two values are there in OP1 and OP2. So operand 1 divided by operand 2. So that is what we have done. We have checked with slash and we have splitted the, whatever there in the input we have taken and converted to string. And if that contains slash, we are splitting that text with respect to slash. So if that number of items that is retrieved is 2, so our whatever input we have given is correct, and we are assigning or we are taking that data which is there in operands array with respect to 0 is operand 1, with respect to 1 is operand 2, and I'm storing it. Now I'm computing the result. So once I have computed, I have to put that result back in my input text where I had given my input. So that is why I will tell TRES, that is text result dot set text. Same thing I will tell, but set text will also take a value. So set, not set, string. I will also tell why I'm converting back to string. Okay, string dot value of what I have to write, value of result. Just now I have computed with it. So what I'm telling, once I have calculated the result, it will be in the double format. So when I put it in the input text box, it should be in the form of string. So set text in convert whatever there in the result to format of string and put that result back to our T result text box. So that is what this line tells. So this completes our complete division part, one operations of simple calculator, that is division part of simple calculator. So if you have understood with this, rest of the things are easy for us. So from if I will copy till the T result, that is putting our output to a text box, and yeah, if I just click this, you should know this. So it is coming here. 1 and 2. So this if you will completely, that is 2 flower brackets. Why? Because including this if I'm copying. So this copying is important for us. With respect to that, it is coming here. So start from here. You can do from the back side. So from there till if. So that string is fine. Once I convert it, then I'm checking whether it is containing slash, plus, star or subtraction. So I will copy this code and I will press enter after 2 brackets and I will paste it one time, 2 time, 3 more times. That is 3 more times. Why? Because we have 3 more operators. So my job is done. Half of my job is done. Once I understand slash, I will do same thing with respect to star. So I will write star here and I am searching the expression for star. Okay, maybe it is having red line telling that it is throwing error. We will sort it out later, and the result also should change it to star. 3 things you have to change. Data contains to star, rejects, that is expressions we are searching for character star, and the result star. Same thing I will do with addition. So here 1 time, in the expression 2nd time, and in the result 3rd time. Okay, next we have left out with only subtraction. So I will call it as minus sign, and minus sign. Okay, next I will go to that error later, but I have written text, sorry, try block, but I should also have catch block, right? So it is showing me this red color line, that error. So I'll just single click on that. It will display. I will just tell add catch clause so that it will add. Okay. So inside the catch class, I'll just delete this and I will make a toast message to get printed as something like invalid input if any of the above 4 operations could not be done. So how to write that is capital T toast. Okay. That dot make text. Okay. After make text, you can write get application context. That is with respect to this context, what I have to print. Do not type text as it is. It will automatically auto generate it. So text what I want to print is invalid input. Invalid input. So once I have written, I have to print it for how long? So that is given by toast dot length long. It is already showing. So I'll just press enter, and with respect to that, I will call a method show, which will help us to display that. So this completes our operation. That is, if any of the above 4 operations doesn't take place, this will take the error and it will print invalid input as toast message. What is toast message? If I just click somewhere here, it is coming Android emulator and it will just disappear after 1 or 2 seconds. So such messages are called as toast messages. And next, coming with this plus, see, when I'm telling plus, it has two meanings. One plus is do the operation and I'm searching the string for actual plus. There is one more meaning of plus in a regular expression, that is finding some value, one or presence of value one or more time. So expressions. So even here, star tells that 0 or more times. So I have to write double slash so that I will escape its 0 or more times or 1 or more times, and I will ask I will ask to search that string for literal value, that is plus. Okay, so it will throw error for only star and plus. Minus and division, no problem. So this completes our coding part of simple calculator. So let me run the program. Okay. Okay. So once the emulator has been displayed, operation succeeded, I'll just type 7. That means it has to append the result. That is what we have done. Star. So it has appended 5. It has appended. Once I press equals, what will happen is 7 star 5 is present as a numbers. I will convert that to string and I will search the string for star. If that star is there, I will split the string with respect to this operator or character star, so that I will have 7 and 5 as an array elements of data. And operands. That operands, I will put it in OP1, that is operand 1, operand 2. Assign it, that is 0 index to operand 1, 1 index to operand 2. And then finally we are doing operand 1 into operand 2. And once that has been done, that result is again pushed back into the result. So that is the total working of simple calculator. So now if I press equals, we have 35.0. Next, I will give clear, which tells that set text to empty. 1 divided by 0. So this is not allowed. So once if I press equals, it is giving me infinity. Okay. So this is all you're supposed to do in simple calculator. 1 plus, I will not give second operand, I will just give is equal to. Okay, I was talking about other than those 4 operators, if I use something like A plus B. Okay, let me type. You can also type this input. So A plus B, and if I give equals, this is the toast message that it will get generated. Invalid input. Okay, so if you want something like, if I give 1 and plus, and if I give equals, it is not taking or it is not telling any invalid input. So if you want to add there also as invalid input in your code, you can change it where you have equals, this else part, everywhere you have this, right? So you can have else everywhere, else part, toast message getting printed. So I've already written in a catch block. So at every time, anywhere, if you go input wrong, that is 1 plus and you leave it 1 plus 2 plus 3, there are 3 operands. Any such cases, you can add the else block in that and tell you have a toast message, print everywhere that it is a error. Try if this completes. Sorry, not for this if, I want for this if to get executed for else. So what I will do, I will do this, remove this flower bracket, make sure you add it here. Okay, this is where the flower bracket should come. For inner if, I'm writing the else part. So I will copy this else and add it everywhere after inner if, that is here. So this if is done. So I will paste it here, else part, and here also. If this is completed here, so I will put it here, else part. Okay, so now what is the difference? Let me show you. So now you can see, by mistake, if I give 4 and star, I don't give the second operand there. What will happen? I have invalid input printed because of every else part in our 4 operators running. Okay, that is where we have written for 4 operators code. Everywhere we have written else. So that will have this invalid input toast message. Okay, this is how the calculator is working. Thank you.